Welcome back to Going Thru It with Justin Essenmacher. We're outside today because it is too nice to be inside. I remember my parents did that when it was like summer in Michigan or when spring hit, and they just wanted us to get out of the house. They're like, just go out. It's too nice for you to be inside. Now kids are like, well, is there Wi-Fi outside? No, get the fuck out of the house. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Now well, I don't even know what kids do anymore. Do kids go to their room? I think kids just go to their room for fun now. I remember it used to be like a bad thing, but they're like, oh, I can be in my room on TikTok for 16 hours. Now it's what I do. I woke up and I was on TikTok for I don't know how long. There's this kid, Francis Carroll or some shit. He can sing really good. I didn't cry at all because the girls were crying. I didn't cry. Maybe I cried a little bit, to be honest. He can sing really good. He can sing really good. But yeah, I remember when you like were a kid and your parents were like, go outside. And you're like, I don't want it. But you go outside and then you get some fresh air. And maybe that's why we're a little happier. Now these kids today, they're just a little sad. Not a little sad. They're a lot of sad. And they also don't know what people are. When they go out in the real world and then they see a person and the person talks to them, they're like, whoa, what are you, dude? Ask a kid. I'm a server, so I see people all the time, okay? Not sounding creepy. Just go up to these kids and just go, hey, how you doing? They're going to be like, what the You're going to blow their fucking mind because they don't realize that. The people that live inside their phone are real people. Hey guys, I'm a real person. I'm real. Yeah. That's crazy. That's how it is now. But whatever. Like kids hang out like on that new app, Omegle. I'm thinking about getting on that app. But also it's just like you'll see videos of it and you just see like groups of kids looking into a phone screen to talk to other people on a phone screen. Why don't you take your group of friends and hang out and do something fun? I don't know. Now the tornado alarm's going off. It's working. All the dogs are barking. All the dogs when that alarm goes off, they're pissed off. Like, God damn it, shut the alarm off. The tornado drills like the alarm clock for dogs. It wakes them all up. The whole neighborhood's barking. And I'm like, why do we have to test this? They have to test it. It's like, we know it works. And you got to do it this long. You got to do it this long. We just got to do it for 5 minutes just to make sure it's working. Was anybody touched it since last time? No. Well, then fucking let it go. Also, if the tornado's hitting you and we hear the alarm, it's already probably too late. If the tornado got you, it got you. Bye. Go on now, get. That tornado's going to fly you into the fucking world like Dorothy, baby. Just, poof, gone. Where did Justin go? The tornado got him. He didn't hear the alarm? Well, he did, but it doesn't do anything. Hey, guys, just to let you know, tornado's hitting. Oh, it's right above our heads. We're fucked. Too bad we didn't hear that alarm earlier. Jeez. Yeah, so I wanted to start this podcast out a little different. I was outside, and I was like, it's too nice to be inside. And also, I didn't want to do it inside, and I didn't want people to leave their rooms, and I didn't want to do it in my room. So I came outside, and then I was looking for a paper to write down what I was going to talk to you little kiddos about. And I opened up this book, which there's an awesome thing behind this stupid book right here. This stupid book was given to me. I was given to it at Digital Summit, which I was in I had a social media job for about 4 weeks because I do keep my jobs locked down for a long time. My jobs are kind of like my relationships with women. They don't last. That was a good
Boom,
one.
roasted.
Yeah, they don't last long. But anyway, so I got this fucking book from this social media company, which I was very happy at. But I also didn't know really what I was doing. So I guess I wasn't qualified, but kind of qualified. Like I knew what social media was. I knew what I was doing, kind of. Not really. But I understood it enough, okay? And it was one of those jobs where you go in and they're like, do this and this. And you're like, okay, I'm going to do it to my knowledge and abilities. You guys haven't showed me one thing yet. You just wanted me to do this. And I'm like, I'm doing exactly what you asked for. Doing exactly what you asked for. Now it's the end of week 1 and Justin's already getting talked to. And you're like, I just started. They're like, yeah. So we want you kind of be more of yourself with these posts. I'm like, okay, well, you guys didn't tell me at the beginning. I didn't want to get fired, and I didn't want to make funny or interesting things on social media. I didn't know. I didn't want to get in trouble if I made a dick joke on some trucking company's Facebook. They're like, yeah, man, you just got to be different and unique. And I'm like, okay. So then the next week, I got a little more different, and then and I thought it was better. Then I got another talk. I'm like, Jesus, I'm doing terrible. I got 2 talks within 2 weeks. I'm just saying maybe if we would have did some training at this job, we wouldn't have to have awkward conversations, okay? Then the 3rd week came by and I was getting better and I understood a little more. And then the 4th week came and like, yeah, dude, this isn't working out. I'm like, why? Is it because you guys, I didn't know what I was doing because you guys didn't tell me what I was doing? Yeah. Okay. And then the boss is like, I never had to do this before, man. This really sucks. Oh, does it suck for you? I really kind of was hoping that I could survive the next week and pay my bills. But fuck me, because I didn't know how to do social media well enough for you. Speaking of social media, I'd like to hire your company, not... Fuck you, dude.
Boom, roasted.
So yeah, Digital Summit, baby. Got it there. Lost the job within 4 weeks. It's funny because every job I've ever liked, I've lost. That's why I kind of need comedy to work out because so far I'm being my own boss. I mean, I even yell at myself sometimes, and I'm like, damn, you gotta step up the game, dude. But at least with me, hopefully I don't have to have a conversation with myself where it's like, yo, dude, you're fired. I'm like, Justin, you work for yourself. You don't have to be fired. Oh, I'm just conditioned to get fired. Sorry. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that was Digital Summit. It wasn't the company I worked for, but we went to... Oh, shit. There goes the light, dude. All right, pause. Fuck. Pause. We're back. Oh my God, dude. This is what happens when you have a production by yourself. The wind comes through and knocks over your fucking lights. Jeez. I know you guys think it's natural light. No, there's lights over here and shit. The fucking wind won. The tornado came through. Thanks to tornado alarm. I guess I should have listened and I would have still had these lights. But luckily the light fixture caught itself on the ground, Luckily it stopped itself. Anyway, where the hell was I at? God dang it. Oh, Digital Summit, this piece of shit. So I got the book and I was just looking for a piece of paper to write down, my thoughts that I'm going through. And I thought it was pretty funny because I opened it up and the first page, see, this is what thoughts look like. You just write, you draw. I just draw. Like, I have so much ADD. I assume I'm diagnosed through WebMD by myself. I can't concentrate for long periods of time. I have trouble reading. I have trouble concentrating. And I always like music on at once because I can't just be standing still. I need lots of stimulation. Lots of stimulation.
That's not right.
That's the new, oh man, that's funny. Sounds like your grandma. You just told her a sex story and she's just like,
that's not right.
And then she has a heart attack and dies. Anyway, so I had this book, right? And I was just looking for a piece of paper and the first thing in it, it says, And it's actually pretty spot on. It's like The Bachelorette is I'm going to just read it verbatim and we'll go with it. The Bachelorette is a show that is based around a high school party where each guy invites only guys over and one person fucked up and invited a girl. God damn it, Jimmy. We told you it was guys only. It's like, but I figured we could bring this pretty girl and we could all fight over her for about a whole season's worth of TV time where people actually care. All right, I'm in. I'm gonna take her on a date first. All right, you can do that. Where are you gonna take her? Oh, I don't know. I think we're gonna go. I think we're gonna go to the private room. We're gonna go to the private closet in the basement. We're gonna do 5 minutes of heaven, and then The Bachelor never shows the 5 minutes of heaven, but you can hear it. They put the camera on the outside, and you can just hear little noises. And you're like, "What are you doing in there, Jim?" And he's like, "I'm fucking." And then everybody's like, "No, no, no! I was trying to fuck. I wanted to fuck Bethany first, man. Come on." He's like, "Oh, well, I won the challenge first, so I get it." And then now they're at the rose ceremony, and Bethany's up there looking all pretty, and Jimmy's like, "I'm totally gonna fucking make it, dude. I'm thinking falling in love with her. I just met her last night, but I think she might be the one." And everybody's like, "Calm down, Jimmy. We haven't even got a date with her." He's like, "Yeah, but she kind of touched my pee-pee."
That's not right.
She touched my pee-pee in the closet, and I think that we're made for each other. Now Bethany's at the rose ceremony. She has one last rose. Jimmy hasn't even got the rose yet. Everybody thinks it's for television. Everybody thinks that Jimmy's like gonna get it. But now it's Jimmy and Dan standing next to each other. Dan's this sweet, innocent guy who really hasn't got the chance yet, right? So he's standing there. And he's like, "Man, I don't even know what's going to happen. I didn't even get a chance." That's Danny. "I didn't even get a chance with Bethany. And I heard Jimmy and them totally fucking or getting a handy in the closet. Hopefully I get a chance." And Jimmy's like, "Yeah, dude, sorry, bro. You're not going to get a chance." And then Bethany, this dumb little bitch, is like, "Jimmy, I didn't like the way how aggressive you were in the closet. Also, your dick looked kind of weird. I'm going to give my rose to Dan." And Jimmy's like, "Fuck." And then Jimmy kills himself on live TV. All the women at home are like, "Oh my God. Oh my God. Can you believe Dan got it? I knew he was going to. He's so cute. Jimmy deserved to die. He was a piece of shit. He shouldn't have took Bethany in the closet." Maybe Bethany should just find true love like on online dating. Maybe she should have went to Bumble, not The Bachelorette. Now she's got guys killing themselves. What is happening on this show? I don't know. Anyway, The Bachelorette. It is a huge sausage fest. I don't think I could do The Bachelorette or Bachelor. Truth is, I did try out for The Bachelor once in Royal Oak, Michigan. That was depressing. And I don't know what was more depressing about it. The audition. Yeah, it's an audition. Also, you got it. You go to this place. We went to this bar, which also is good because they take all these single people to a bar because they know they'll at least weed out half of them or 3/4 of them, because they're all going to get drunk because we're single pieces of shit that don't care about our lives. We're trying out for The Bachelor, okay? NBC, ABC, ABC. Isn't ABC a family network, but they created The Bachelor, which is the worst not family show ever, even though all women love it. I'm not going to lie. I've watched a few seasons of it. But it's always been with a girl. I don't know. I guess it's good. It's good when you can binge it. Because no one wants to fucking watch all the commercials and wait to see who Bethany picks. No one does. Because you always hear that it never ends up right outside of the actual show. So it's like, stop lying to us. They should maybe make it a dramatized show, like more wrote out. People fight to the death for Bethany's love, or, shady shit. Let's get into some fights, real fights. Let's dramatize the show. Let's make it a thing. I don't want no real shit. I want gladiators fighting for Bethany. So anyway, I'm with all these other degenerates in this bar in Royal Oak, and we're all waiting to find true love amongst us at The Bachelor and Bachelorette tryouts, auditions. and there's lines of like I don't know. There's probably 500 people in this building. Actually, probably more. We're all in this building waiting in a line. And you don't even know what you're about to get into because you just heard that you could find true love on this show. And if you go try and tell them your insecurities and tell them how you try to find love, they might give you a spot on the show so you can compete with 25 other guys for one girl. And you're like, this actually sounds like the best idea I've ever had for love. I don't know why I haven't thought of this before. It's so easy to, it's the easiest way. And on live television. Yeah, let's put all of our business out there on live television. Let's cry on TV while she breaks your heart. Let's do it. I'm there for the audition. To be honest, I was doing it just to see if I could make it. Also, maybe get a credit, get on ABC. But in reality, I just wanted the love. So I finally get to this weird little. They sectioned it off for about 4 to 5. They sectioned it to like 4 or 5 like booths, like little booths that look really weird. They're made with like curtains, so it looked like the scene in Taken when you go into the little whorehouse and you see all these fucking people just sit. It felt like that. That's how vulnerable it was, because then you got these producers in there, whoever the fuck they are, and they're like, well, why are you here? I looked at them, I'm like, you know what? That's a good question. I didn't even think of that. That's a good question. I don't know why I'm here. They're like, where do you think you would fit in the show? And I was like, well, I've tried all the other ways of dating, in person and online. That's the only way. Only ways. I don't know. I've tried everything. I'm like, why not try Bachelorette? The Bachelor. I was really hoping I'd get on the Bachelorette, not get it because, I didn't want the girl that season, and then I get my own show. I just wanted my own show. I wanted to make it to the finale, get my heart broke, and then get my own show, The Bachelor, so I have 25 women coming after me. But I don't even know. I don't know how guys play the field. Playing the field for me is really weird. People do it, and I'm too guilty of a person to I feel bad. I don't know why. Are you supposed to feel bad? I would assume so. But also, are you supposed to give a shit? Probably not. It's probably a good balance. I don't know. I'm trying out for The Bachelor. They're like, so why are you here? And I'm like, I just really wanted to see what it's all about. And I think this would be a good opportunity for me to get more depressed. Okay, well, we'll call you if we pick you, bud. Bud is such a, when somebody you don't know and it's like in an environment like that, and they're like, all right, bud, we'll call you. You're like, no, you're not. No, you won't. Will you? You won't. That's what women say to me too. I guess it was a good thing. I felt like I was part of The Bachelor. That's what would have happened. Bud, I might give you this rose. Damn it. When a girl calls you bud, girl calls you bud, you're just like,
That's not right.
Hey, bud. About the dinner that we were going to go on? I can't make it. I got to go fuck this other guy. Yeah, I had to read you that insert from Digital Summit for Bachelor. I forgot to even try it out for Bachelor, dude. Imagine if I had cars. And let's go through it. Car sex. These are actually things that never really made it on stage. So to all you people that are listening, this is in-depth shit that no one else has ever heard, or they had heard about 4 years ago when I couldn't do jokes and I couldn't tell a story well, because a lot of comedy, I'm realizing, is it's like you have these thoughts or like a story happens, right? And in your brain, you're laughing about it, and you're like, that's hilarious. You're like, you write it out, or you think about it, and you're like, I'm going to go say this. And then you open your mouth, and the words start coming out, and you're like, this is the worst thing I've ever said. So with that being said, a lot of these things never come to fruition. I never said I was a smart man. Just like in Forrest Gump when he asked Jenny,
Is he smart?
dude, you got AIDS. Don't worry about it, Forrest. You got bigger problems to deal with. Jenny's about to die and she hates you.
No, she doesn't. She loves me.
No, she doesn't. Jenny, someone finally told me it and I never realized it. Somebody told me Jenny's the world's. She's the biggest villain of all time. How could you do that to Forrest? All he wanted to do was hold your hand. He didn't want to have sex. I don't think he wanted to have sex. I think he just wanted love. She drove him so mad. He ran across the United States, literally. How crazy of a woman. She's like, yeah, Forrest, this ain't going to work out. I'm going to go do heroin and strip. And he's like, all right, Jenny, I'll wait for you. And he's like, and he loses his fucking mind and he runs. And he runs. I never looked at it this way. He runs because of a woman, literally, around the country. He has a following. That's the power of the vagina. You will make us go mad and run across the fucking United States. And then Steven Spielberg will come get your story and make a movie out of it. It's a true story. Forrest Gump. There was something I was going to read. Oh, car sex. I didn't. All right. I haven't read this. I don't know what it's going to be. Let's all dive into it together. We're going to go through this together. All right. Car sex. This makes no sense. It goes, too poor to date. People tell me to... Oh, I'm too poor to date, and people tell me to pray. To pray to help me get a job, get more money. I don't know. Get a job. I don't know. I need money. It says, when I go to have sex, I got to go to a hotel parking lot. And I have to tell her some story of how I thought it would be fun because I'm too poor to get the hotel. Yeah, I remember that bit. Car sex. Car sex is fun and not fun at the same time. It's cool, but you can never get comfortable, and then you get a cramp. You always get a cramp right in the hip, right when you're trying to get right when you're trying to really, really do it, it cramp, and you're like, and then it ruins the whole mood. Just just a little messy. Yeah. But, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. So let's talk about it. What are we going through? Yeah, like getting older. So like I've realized getting older and realizing certain things about yourself, especially anger. Once I know that I've been getting old when ever since I started getting older, more things started making more sense, and I started realizing more things that my dad was doing when I was young, like why he was so frustrated. And it's because he worked every day. He still does. And he's tired. And he's hungry. And then you have this little kid going, hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. And he's like, holy shit, I'm going to punch you in the face. My dad never punched me in the face. My dad loves me. But the anger and the annoyance that happens with age. That's why National Lampoon Vacation is great. Because Chevy Chase is the epitome of a dad. And I can relate to him now. It makes so much more sense. When I was younger watching the movie, I thought it was funny. I thought it was just some guy losing his mind. But now I'm that guy losing my mind. Cars cutting me off in traffic. I'm so mad. When he pulls out the chainsaw inside of his house and cuts the post off the stairs, you're like, I get it. And he's smiling because he's lost it. And I think what I'm trying to say is I've lost it. I don't know. I lost it. And the annoyance with the age, everything that we do, becomes more annoying. Like work, it's just like, I woke up and I hurt today. My big toe hurt. That's annoying. 31 and I just hurt. My body hurts and I'm annoyed. I think I don't think it has to be that way, but I guess I understand the people that are annoyed with life. You've been working all day and you want to sleep, but you can't sleep because you're stressed out about shit. And you're like, damn. Yeah. Yeah. You're driving in a car with your kids down to Wally World, and they're like, are we there yet? And you're like, I'm going to fucking drive my car into a wall. Can we stop? I get it. Chevy Chase. When I wrote that down, it made more sense. But just like I said, when it comes out of your big fucking mouth. Also, I said fat mouth yesterday at a show, okay? Let's talk about this. I was at a show, and I was doing my set, and it was going pretty well. It was pretty chaotic, but it was pretty well. I was having fun, and everybody was laughing. Everybody was having a good time, except one woman. I have to say woman because she was a woman, and she had to pipe up. She had to open her mouth, right? I didn't know why, but I guess she had the urge. Everybody in the room was laughing, and then she had to go say, "You're not funny." What? What? Now you triggered the beast, okay? Now I'm going in for 3 minutes and how stupid she is and why she had to open her dumb mouth. And then her friend said something, and then I said, and she was also a bigger girl, and I go, you had to open up your fat mouth. That's funny, okay? I said fat mouth because I didn't want to say big mouth, large mouth, It's just fat mouth. She just happened to be fat. I'm sorry. I mean, I wasn't trying to call her fat. I was just saying fat mouth. That's a statement. That's a saying that people say. You had to open up your fat mouth. It was aggressive, yeah, but I liked it. Fit the part, right? I didn't mean anything by it, but apparently everybody thought I was calling her fat, and I was like, no, I was saying fat mouth. If I was gonna call her fat, I would have called her fat, okay? But I'm not that much of a dick. She called me. They had to pipe up, and I'm just like, and I went in on them for about 3 minutes. It was a great time. Everybody enjoyed it except them. Sorry. After the set, I was a gentleman, okay? I bought them a round of drinks because I felt bad, and I said, I'm sorry, thank you. Then she had to go, oh, I thought you were supposed to be funny. Why do you have to be such a, like, I don't want to say the word. That's how much of it, why do you have to be such, do you get off to it? Like, where do you have to say it? Like, you're not on stage. You're not doing it. Like, you're not funny. Girl, you know what's funny? Your haircut. Your dyed hair, your multicolored hair that was cool fucking 10, 15 years ago in high school, okay? You got blonde and brown hair. It doesn't look good. Piercings in the face, saying you tried too much. We get it. You want attention. I wanted attention too. That's why I was on the list, okay? That's why I've been doing this for 6 years. You know, I was like, hey, I want attention, so I sign up on the list. You could sign up on the list, and then I can say stupid shit at you while you're on stage. You can do it. And that's the funny thing with comedy. Everybody that's talking shit to a comic at an open mic, just let you know, you too can sign up on the list. It's right there. We'll let you do it. Go ahead. I think everybody who's ever talked shit at a comedy show needs to go up to an open mic and realize how stupid they sound. That's just honest. So I bought him a drink and I said, sorry, you know, I was just doing it, you know, just to be, you know, comedy. And she said, whoa, crazy. I thought you were still supposed to be funny. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm done. I'm going to leave you alone because right now I have the urge to hit you. Not really. But, you know, it was just like the thing, like she felt entitled to say that because, oh, I can say whatever I want. Yeah, you can. I was trying to apologize. I bought you a drink. It was just jokes. It was on stage, blah, 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 you know? Then after time goes by, the show's over. She's still there. I'm there. And she had to come up and start judging me and start saying judgy things about other people. And I'm like, you know, you really got to stop that. She goes, stop what? She goes, I'm just being honest. I go, you know, you are very judgy. And she goes, I'm not being judgy. I go, yeah, you are. She goes, no, I just thought of it. And I'm like, you didn't have to open your mouth and say these kind of things because you're condescending. And for it's the same way that I'm not saying everything about you that I want to say about you to your face. I'm just thinking it. I judge you, but I'm not going to tell you that because I don't know you. It's the level of, I guess, respect, which I don't respect her. But some people just, like, they don't get it. And she was so ungrateful that, you know, I bought her drinks. I tried to apologize. I tried to just, like, wash it away just to be like, hey, it's comedy. This is what we do. But no, she still had to open her stupid fucking mouth and be ungrateful. And that's why there was a point in time when I was like, when you go to a bar and you buy like people drinks, like women or whatever, and you're like, I made a pact to myself, I'm not buying women drinks anymore. This one was out of love, and I felt sorry, and I was like, you know, maybe I went over the line. Here's some drinks, enjoy yourself. Nope, fucking ungrateful. But you know what? Maybe I don't know what they're going through. Everybody's going through something, right? Yeah. See, I just realized that. Maybe everybody's going through something, and she just wanted to say it. She was trying to be helpful, but in my mind, I thought she was just being stupid. Whatever. You know, you live and you learn, and you move on. Realizations in life, they come, I believe, you know, I do believe that realizations, you know, everything in life happens for a reason, and you try to look at it. Sometimes you can't see what is happening until you take a step back. Sometimes you're just too close. This past weekend, I set a goal because I needed to pay rent and I wanted to do it a certain way. And I was like, I'm going to work all weekend and I'm going to pay this rent and do what I got to do. So I had a long work day. I was able to pay rent. So I went to the ATM to get cash out to pay it, right? So it was late at night. It was about 1 a.m. About 1 a.m. And I'm like, you should probably just stop and go get the money, which there's a 7-Eleven on the way home. It's open 24/7. I knew there was going to be a fee, and I'm like, you know, but I can't find a Bank of America because if I go to a Bank of America, I can use the ATM for free. But I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to go to 7-Eleven because it's open 24/7. I know that I can get the money out and just fucking I can sleep in, and I won't have to wake up and go grab the money. Be an adult. Do it now. And I never stop at 7-Eleven either. I rarely stop at 1 in the morning from work. I'm too tired. But today I was like, you know, I'm going to go stop. So I go to 7-Eleven and it's closed from 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. Sorry for the inconvenience. Talk about a convenience store, 7-Eleven. That wasn't so fucking convenient. Thank you. And I'm like, and the shitty thing about it in those moments, you're just like, you always say, damn it, this happens to me. It's always me. And it probably happens to everybody else. You know, there's probably other people also trying to pay rent, going to the same ATM, or went there to buy, you know, a soda pop at 1 a.m. And I'm like, of course, just fucking me. So now I'm pissed off, and I'm like, fuck this shit. And I'm like, but you know what, Justin? Calm down. Calm down. You know what? Maybe you should just, take a breath, go across the street. Maybe you'll find another ATM. So you go into the other parking lot, just hoping you find an ATM. And then, but you know, there's not going to be an ATM. So I start driving around. I'm like, yep, of course, there's no ATM. Now I'm sitting here driving around. I'm taking too much time because I was like, I just wanted to get in and out and go get my fucking money and go home and sleep. That didn't happen. So I drove around this other parking lot and I'm like, fuck everything. I hate this shit. And then I go to turn and go home. I'm like, I'm done. But I look up and I see Bank of America. I was like, no fucking way. First of all, I didn't even know there was a Bank of America there. I forgot about it. Didn't know. And I'm like, hey, it's right there and it's close to the house. Sweet. I can go use the ATM and not have a fee. So I drive over to Bank of America and now I go to the ATM. I put in my PIN number. asked for the amount of money I wanted, right? And then it goes, will you accept a $3 fee? And I'm like, gosh damn it, I wish I fucking remembered where this ATM card works for free. It's not Bank of America. Forgot. Now I remember. So now I'm pissed off again because I'm like, oh, my brain doesn't work and I can't get the fucking, and I'm like, fine. I'm so pissed off. I take the $3 thing. I know it's $3, but it's like, it's the principle. It's the principle of the shit. Okay. So I hit the $3. I accept the fee. The machine starts counting money. I can hear it going, it's counting the fucking money. And then it goes, ATM not working. I'm like, what is happening? And because on the way to the Bank of America, I was trying to have the realization saying, like, maybe this all happened for a reason. See, it all happened for a reason, Justin. You weren't supposed to go to 7-Eleven because you're supposed to find the Bank of America, which is behind you, and you didn't see it. You passed it. You didn't see it on the other side of the road. And everything's going to work out, man. Everything's going to be fine. Just calm down. You're going to go get your free ATM, and everything's going to be great. Now the ATM's not free, and that's not working, and now I'm pissed. I just drove over here, and now it's a 2-minute task. It's taken 15 minutes, and I'm ready to drive my car off a cliff. So I look over, and there's a guy cleaning the ATMs. He's like, hey, man, there's ATMs over here. I'm like, great. Thank God there's more ATMs. Now I'm over. This is true. This is all true. This is way too long of a story, but it's true. So now I go to the other ATM. I put in my PIN number, accept the $3 fee. It starts counting my money, or it didn't count my money. It goes, I put in my PIN number, I accepted the fee, and then it goes, and then I did put in the amount of money I wanted, right? And then it goes, PIN number not working. What? This is my PIN number. I know it is. I'm not crazy. Did I miss a number? Let's try it again. Put it in. Doesn't work again. So now I'm thinking, I'm like, maybe it doesn't have all the $100 bills in the ATM. And then I switched to different amounts of money. And for the fourth time, I put it in and it finally worked. I did the same thing each time, except the different money, the dollar amounts. Instead of it saying dollar amounts, we have insufficient dollar amounts. You have to take 20s. You could have told me that, ATM. No, it said your PIN number's wrong. So now I'm losing my mind and I feel like such an idiot. But 20 minutes later, I got my money and I went home and safely and got to sleep and I paid my rent. What's the realization there? Just quit your job. Don't get the money and get kicked out of your house and just be homeless because you might be happier because you won't have to deal with ATMs. Just give up. That's the realization there. Makes everything easier. Makes everything easier. It really doesn't, though. You shouldn't give up. Just keep pushing through. And I wanted to say the line that I was thinking of. Don't pay the rent, get kicked out, live on the streets, and get fucked. Because who gives a shit? No one does, pal. This got dark. Yeah. I've been going through a lot of things with how I feel about what I'm doing with life, if I'm doing enough or if I'm not doing enough. And the realization, it's kind of crazy how people look at dreams. So I know I talk about this every week, and this is what I go through every week, just because I'm trying to figure it out. And it's crazy how people are like, are you still doing your dream? And are you still working full time? And it's like, yes, I am. I'm doing all of these things and I'm working my ass to the bone. And it's crazy because sometimes people look at that and they're like, oh, you're just doing comedy and blah, blah, blah. But they'll look at an internship where a kid will give his life away. And it's just like, gosh, damn, man. All I had to do was have it at a shitty job that I don't want to be and you guys would accept it. I think I talked about this last week, but we're at minute 40. So, it's bound to happen. I had those thoughts last week, and I'm still going through it. Just trying to tell myself that it's enough. What I'm doing is enough. The only thing I do need to do is start emailing people for bookings more, because that's the part that I don't think I'm doing enough of. Doing everything behind the scenes and working my ass off and trying to become a better comic, but the one part that I need to do is book myself so people can see this pretty face to the world. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I was gonna talk about some other things, but I mean we're getting up there. Just the last thought process of the Snapchat. Back on Snapchat, I remember I was talking about Snapchat and how the problems with Snapchat, but the things you see on Snapchat. Today I saw a woman selling drugs on her story. Right? She's trying to hook up people with some Adderall. You know, she's like, got these Addies for 20, right? Got these 20 milligram Adderalls for this price. And then the next video over is her kissing baby's feet. And you're just like, let's have some decency for these kids. These kids that are got the drug parents that are like a baby, and they're just putting themselves out there for the world to see. And then like, oh, my baby's cute next to this big ass blunt or next to this bottle of alcohol, and they're just like, yeah, my baby's cute. I'm also a piece of shit and shouldn't have had a kid. If you're selling drugs on Snapchat and showing off your baby, you know what? Actually, maybe it's a good marketing tactic. Please buy these Adderall so I can afford formula for my baby. And maybe that's good, actually. Maybe it's a good marketing tactic for those people, you know? More power to you, I guess. At least the good thing is they didn't show the baby's face. They just showed the baby's feet getting kissed. Oh, shit. The parents or the mom that has to have their baby in prison. Oh. That has to be just the worst. I don't like to have to take a shit without all of my equipment that I need to wipe my ass right with, you know? You know? I don't want a chapped ass. But these women are in prison with the baby inside. The complications, that has to be just annoying. I thought I have back problems on my Tempur-Pedic. I can't imagine what you're going through being pregnant and sleeping on a brick wall or a slab. I've slept in one of those. I slept for a night. DUI. I slept on a butcher's table with a plastic cover. It's terrible. Then you're going to put a pregnant woman on that? Come on, guys. Come on. Well, she was trying to sell drugs. She was trying to sell drugs to help for the baby, okay? Come on. Let her give it. T-Money's already in prison, dude. Let her sell some Addies, dude, to help get some formula for this baby. Come on. The world is so different, and I don't know what's happening. All I know is I'm going through it. And it's a wild ride. So I think it's all set there. I think we're done. I think we had a lot of thoughts today. I think I had a lot of fun. And you guys enjoy the rest of your week. Thanks for watching Going Through It with Justin Essenmacher. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.